Carlos Sainz claims his first F1 pole position after snatching the fastest time off Max Verstappen in a thrilling wet British Grand Prix qualifying session. With heavy rain falling at Silverstone, Verstappen had dominated the shootout and appeared to have Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton as his closest challengers before Sainz found pace with his all-important last lap. "No way, I didn't expect that one," said Sainz, who was 0.072 faster than Verstappen to seal his first pole on his 151st attempt. Sainz also overhauled his Ferrari teammate with Leclerc spinning on his final attempt and finishing 3/10 in third ahead of Sergio Perez. Verstappen, who had also spun earlier in Q3, said he was hindered by the yellow flags caused by Leclerc on his crucial lap. Mercedes' pace in practice in Q2 when Hamilton was just behind Verstappen failed to convert into Q3 as Hamilton was a lead Silver in 5th, a second off the pace. Russell was 8th. Lando Norris and Fernando Alonso split the Mercedes while Nicholas Latifi provided a big surprise of qualifying by getting his Williams all the way through to Q3 in mixed conditions. Verstappen though came into qualifying as a big favourite following his exploits in the dry, and while a torrential downpour just before Q1 threatened to mix up the grid, the world champion was still dominant in the wet. Verstappen topped a Q1 session that saw both Aston Martin and Haas cars exit early and Q2 ahead of Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon were the surprise exits from the segment, with heavier rain meaning improvements were impossible for those who didn't get a lap in early. Verstappen made his first mistake of qualifying with a 360-degree pirouette on his first lap of Q3, and it was a relentless final shootout with drivers staying out for flying laps after flying lap as the rain stopped. The time sheets were constantly changing, but Verstappen was still the driver to beat, even after being knocked off top spot by Leclerc in the closing stages. He posted a purple opening sector on his last lap before a spin inconveniently from his main title rival, causing Verstappen to lose half a second in the middle sector. That opened the door for Sainz, and he duly took that ultimate opportunity. The Spaniard had been off the pace throughout the shootout, only 4th in Q2, finding unexpected speed when it mattered most. Much to his surprise, "I felt terrible out there," he said to the team radio, as I do P1. After his first career pass, Sainz is now in the best position to claim his first career win in Sunday's race, although he will certainly have the title leader and a determined teammate snapping at his heels. Mercedes came into qualifying with aspirations challenging further towards the front following their car upgrades, and those heights were highly boosted further by Hamilton challenging Verstappen in Q2, but neither Hamilton or teammate George Russell could have the home ground with competitive pace at the end of Q3. Hamilton and Mercedes misjudged the closing stages and opting for a cool-down lap before more rain struck, while Russell made a mistake in the first sector. "I'm a little bit gutted really," Hamilton said. "Obviously we had such a great crowd here and I was pushing so hard to get on the front row and fight for pole position today. I was gunning for second at least, so to end up 5th makes it tough tomorrow." Russell said a mistake on his final lap was the reason for him finishing 8th. Qualifying was therefore ultimately a major dent in Mercedes' hopes for the first win of the season, and Hamilton's hopes of a record-breaking 9th Silverstone win. And yeah, it was slightly before, it looks very unlikely now. But before I go, let me run you through the results from qualifying. And Carlos Sainz qualifying on pole position. Said it wasn't a great lap, but hopefully this is the breakthrough he needs and finally can turn his form around in the second half of the season. It's just brilliant to see him on pole. Be interesting to see if he holds off against Max Verstappen, because that Red Bull did look pretty quick today. I think Verstappen will be disappointed he didn't take pole, but he's in a good position for tomorrow still. Leclerc in 3rd, I think he'll be disappointed, but there's still stuff he can do from 3rd. Perez in 4th seems to be a bit off the pace, but in the top 4. And yeah, like Leclerc, still very much in contention tomorrow. You've got Hamilton in 5th. He had such great race through Q1, Q2, and even in the early stage of Q3, I was really hopeful he could really challenge up the front with even like the likes of Max. But in the end, it just wasn't speed. But Mercedes do seem hopeful about their race pace tomorrow, so let's see. And then you've got Lando Norris in 6th. Good job from him, really maximising the results. Same for Fernando Alonso, just slightly behind Norris, so he may be disappointed, but still very slightly qualifying. Russell in 8th, I think obviously he'll be disappointed with that. Just in general, didn't seem to have quite the pace that Hamilton had. And yes, qualifying behind Alonso and Norris will be disappointing for him. Then you've got Zhou in 9th, really great qualifying again. In the wet, he's just been outstanding recently. He'll be delighted with that. Latifi in 10th, didn't get a proper lap in Q3, but what a brilliant effort from him to get there. And hopefully he can maintain that position tomorrow, because it's been such a horrific start for the season. Hopefully this is his chance to turn things around like Sainz really. And then you've got Gasly in 11th. I think the weather kind of came as a blessing for AlphaTauri, because you had Tsunoda in 13th as well. Probably better than expecting. So we'll be interested to see where they go tomorrow. Bottas in 12th. Just in the wet again. I don't know if he still has some lingering car issues from a few races ago, but to be out qualified 3 times in a row from Zhou Guanyu, yeah, probably not great for Bottas, to be honest. And then you've got Ricciardo and Ocon. When you compare where they are to their teammates, I think they'll be majorly disappointed with that, really, and they've got a fight to charge through the field tomorrow. Albon in 16th, disappointing, especially compared to where the Latifi was. He was complaining about something at the end of Q1, but yeah, where he sees where his teammate was, I think he'll be majorly disappointed. And then you've got the 2 Hasses and 2 Aston Martins. Haas as well, because they've been solid in wet conditions so far this season. They'll be disappointed they couldn't take advantage of that. And then the Aston Martin just once again failing miserably in the wet. Yeah, just poor from them, really. Anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Any thoughts, comments, down below. If you want to see for daily F1 news and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.